Welcome everybody, I'm Chad with the Ghost Geeks. Today we are in Waco, Texas at the Cameron Park, and today we are over by the Lindsey Hollow Road, which the road is actually right over there, but there's this little offshoot right here that has been abandoned, and you can definitely tell it's an older road. It's not paved with modern technology, like you can see old asphalt, but then there's definitely some brickwork that's under it, so it was paved with bricks and then just a dirt road prior to that. But the reason I'm here is because this is one of the stories in Waco that back in the 1800s there were some young men that were caught stealing horses, and they got caught right here on this road in this very spot, and they were hung from these trees right then and there for their crimes. Back then horse stealing was a big thing, just like cattle rustling. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can see these trees behind me, but they definitely conjure up the thought of bodies dangling from them, because they're huge trees. They could easily support the weight of dozens of people. Dozens. I mean, I'm gonna come sit over here on this one little tree trunk that's fallen. If that doesn't conjure up the idea that you could hang somebody from that tree, then you don't know what trees can hold. But it is also rattlesnake season, so I'm kind of looking around, making sure I don't see any holes, anybody hanging around before I sit down. Be safe, guys. When you're out in the woods, be safe. So that's kind of the story behind this spot, is that's what they say. And they say when you drive down this street, people will often see bodies hanging from the trees, which I'm assuming represents the bodies of the horse thieves that were caught and basically tried and murdered right here, you know, hung from the trees right here. They say when you walk through here, though, you'll often hear the sounds of horses' hooves, or you'll even hear like people talking and like screaming for help, and sounds like they're getting choked, so hung. So like the reenactment of the hanging. So far, haven't heard any of that, but I am here during the day, and all the reports say at night. But there's one caveat to that. I did see one sign. It's not exactly here, but it was up the road a little bit, that said no entry after dawn or after dusk. I'm a big proponent of no trespassing, follow the rules. So if you're going to be out here, take that into consideration. While there isn't a sign directly here, that sign could be portrayed to be part of this, but you would have an argument that no, that's up there, this is a totally different section, you didn't have this done. The hell was that? I hope that caught that. It sounded like metal and then hooves. No idea what that was. Like I said, there's nothing here, so just gonna listen for a second. It was definitely behind me. It was pretty darn loud. There's a little bit of it again. I wonder if... No, we'd have seen a bird if it was a bird. There are some birds whose wing beats are very, very hard, and they sound like footsteps, but they're usually very rapid succession, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da, because those birds have to flap so hard to get lift. But this was not rapid. It was dun 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 dun. Huh. I don't see anything back there. I don't know. Maybe there's something to this story after all. I don't know. Chalk that up to I don't know. I'll have to watch the video and see if I caught something behind me. this screen's like this big, and basically all I can see is my shape. It is 4K, so I can zoom in quite a bit when I go back in the studio, and whew. But I don't see anything. But that sure as heck sounded like, if any of you have ever heard shoed horses on asphalt, it's kind of got this slidey, like metal slide noise. That's kind of what it sounded like. I'm not saying it was, but it sure sounded like 2 or 3 of those, followed by about 5 in the dirt. Ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk. I mean, that's just something else. This area is a little weird. There's a creek right here. There's a bridge up here. But I tell you what, this park has been phenomenal to walk through. Lots of haunted stories come from just this park alone here in Waco. So if you want to get a lot done in one day, this is a great place to come. The Cameron Park in Waco, Texas. Yeah, because the Witch's Castle is back there. Now I will tell you, you can't see the Witch's Castle. The trees and the shrubbery are grown up 15-20 feet tall, and just a wall. You can't see through it at all. And it is private property, and there is a for sale sign. Might have to call that phone number. So it is what it is there. I was going to try to get some pictures and stuff of that, but you can't even get through it. I couldn't even get the drone through the trees to get it out and over there to look. So can't even do that. But I'll tell you what, the story here is pretty intriguing. If there wasn't so much people contamination right now, I can hear voices, I would do a spirit box session or something like that. But I don't want to risk any of that ending up on evidence, because when in doubt, throw it out. But I will be coming back to this location. I will 100% be coming back to this location. This is cool. What kind of bird is that? It almost sounds fake. That's weird. I've never heard that bird call before. I'll have to go look that one up. A lot of these I know what they are, but that one I don't. Tell you what, you give me a blanket out here, I could sleep. This is cozy. Well, come on out to Cameron Park, check it out. Go to Lover's Leap, come down here to the Lindsey Hollow Road, check out the little in-between between the road where it's cut off. You got to go all the way around though. So when you go past Lindsey Hollow Road, you'll go to the forked road, take a left, come down. There's parking over here. I'll read this sign, because that's where the parking is that you could park, because there's nowhere to park on that road. It looks like it says Parlor Springs. So the Parlor Springs, oh, Proctor Springs, excuse me. Proctor Springs is where you want to come park. And there's tons of trailheads through here too. So this is a huge hiking area. So if you're into hiking, bring your boots. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this here, because like I said, there's too much people contamination with voices and stuff to do anything that I wouldn't be picking up other sounds that if I went back and reviewed, I might mistake for evidence, and I don't want to do that. So we'll just kind of chalk up what we heard just a minute ago and just say we'll be back. We'll be back. Hope I got your interest sparked there a little bit, and you'll come check this place out. If you do, please tag us in it so we can see what you capture here. Make me excited to get my butt back here faster. So until then, I'm Chad with the Ghost Geeks. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can help us keep this going. We can't do it without you, and we appreciate every single one of you that do subscribe. If you follow us on Facebook, TX Ghost Geeks, it's another great place. Find out about all of our events. But until then, we'll see you guys later.